All right, play theme song, theme song.
We go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool. Quarterback crack, yo, sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Can't hit him, 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 hit him. Listen, 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 hit him, listen. It's Eagles talk high, let's talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles fly. Let's peep the squad. Big Pat shelling, Dante the dark job. Drop the stats on them, drop the facts on them. Spur game, baby, let's get it on.
Hey, fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight, and welcome to Eagles Talk Postgame live from Miller's Ale House. Yo, we pulled it out. Our Philadelphia Eagles are victorious over the Washington Commanders, 38-31, and we witnessed it all here at Miller's Ale House. Another win for Eagles Talk when we broadcast from Miller's Ale House. We have to count our record when we broadcast from here, or else they won't let us back. So we have we're not undefeated. We only have one loss under our belt, although it's a big loss, but we do have only one loss under our belt. But our Philadelphia Eagles are victorious today over the Washington Commanders, and it was a hairy ride. I mean, that first half, we went into half trailing 17-10. I felt that we were within striking distance to come back and win this game, and we did in dynamic fashion. But it wasn't without a scare in that second half. Our defense played so-so. I'm just going to give them a so-so. Maybe a B- on the second half play, because we did a couple of key plays by the defense allowed us to win the game. But there were stretches where they played a little more passive than we wanted them to play in the second half. Offense was awakened. The offense was very efficient in the second half, scoring on how many drives did we have in the second half? We scored on how many times?
We didn't score on one drive in the second half.
We only missed scoring on one drive in the second half. So in the second half, our offense was very efficient. The defense did just enough to win the game. So we appreciated that. So we appreciated that. Everybody stuck around for the post game, man, online. We thank you guys a lot. Online, first person in the room is I don't care about Washington playing this hard. They are a disciplined team on both sides of the ball. They always play us hard. Talk to me about the turnovers, play calling, and this soft zone crap on defense. So James Edgefield has summed it up right there. Talking about the turnovers, that weren't good. The play calling, that wasn't that great. And the soft zone that we played on defense. All right. So,
hey, can we get a sound check?
Yo. So here we go. We are about to do our shots, our victory shots for this game. Philadelphia Eagles again, 38-31 over the Washington Commanders. So let's get this shot. Let's get these shots up and let's get them ready. All right. So you are watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook. That's by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we'd like to talk about our favorite football team, that is the Philadelphia Eagles. We'd like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. So let's raise our glass and let's do this shot to our Philadelphia Eagles. Everybody raise a glass to those Eagles and down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Yes.
Yo, wonderful game again. Pulled out the victory. Everybody, I know we got stuff to talk about, but in the immediate response to this game, I have to express gratitude or happiness that we came away with a W. I know we're gonna, and we'll probably talk about it a little bit more on Thursday. But today, I just want to concentrate on the fact that we escaped Washington again because they do play us tough. They do play us the toughest of any of the teams this year. So I'm just happy to be coming away with a win. We'll talk about the play calling. We'll talk about the soft zone. We'll talk about the not running Swift in the first half and all that. We'll dwell on that on Thursday. But right now, I want to embrace the win here. I want to be joyous over the fact that we're 7-1 after 8 games, and we go and face those cockroaches next week, the Dallas Cowboys. A W is a W is a W. So let's. And we'll be back one time this year. We got an open call. We have an open invitation to come back to Village Ale House whenever. We won't be back next week, but we have an open invitation to come back to Village Ale House. We'll let you guys know when that is. Right now, I'm going to talk to the people that's in the chat room online. And we thank you guys for sticking with us online, staying so loyal and so true to Eagles Talk each and every game, each and every week. So what they're saying online right now, Daphne Nicole says, Reddick always shows up when we need him the most. Yes, he does always show up. If you guys want to follow and subscribe to our channel, just go to YouTube and type in @Eagles Talk and subscribe to our channel, man. Join the conversation. We do this every week. Tony Barrett says we caught some breaks with those drops in that last quarter for sure. That's true. We did. Had we not got those 2 drops on that critical drive right there, I don't know where we would be. Pat, tell me your thoughts on this game and our team pulled it out.
Defense got to be better. You can't continue to play the zone and think that people will continue to drop the ball like they have. You can't continue to say, you know what, we got to keep the ball in front of us. You got to start challenging these receivers that we're facing. We got to start getting in the face and say, you know what, let our athletes be athletes. If they get beat, they get beat. We can't put them in situations where they're tracing their steps, trying to make plays. Instead, put them in the positions where they already making plays. One-on-one situations in these zone coverages, like the soft zone, we have a track record that it does not work. Sam Howell do for damn near 400 yards. Damn near 400 yards. If we gave the same soft coverage to the team we play next week, they would go for 400 yards. We got to be better than we are this week going out. Our defense has to be more stout. We got to stop playing soft. We got to play with aggression, and we can't let the other teams dictate to us what they want to do. We got to start dictating to them what we allow them to do.
Michelle, you have, first of all, I give you all the credit in the world. Michelle is a true team player and trooper. The whole time the game was going on, she was on our social media, keeping them abreast of what was going on and engaging our crowd out there in social media. But how do you feel? What did you see? And how do you feel about this game?
Well, I concur with Pat on the defense and soft that zone. Giving up that middle of the field another season, I don't think we're ready to do that a whole other season. That has to be cleaned up. But on the offensive side of the ball, the Gainwell experiment, which he is now getting a fine for using his phone during halftime, I just don't understand whose idea was it to give Gainwell the rock that many times when you have DeAndre Swift. That, we'll get more into that on Thursday, but hey, our QB1 is him. I've been saying he's him. He has a great passer rating this game. What's he at? 140 is passer rating, 140?
Yeah, 135 to end the game.
135 passer rating. He put up the yards. He got 4 TDs.
And he's a little banged up and he did that.
He's banged up. He just has a bruise, y'all. I mean, he's not the only quarterback that plays banged up. Brett Favre played banged up. Aaron Rodgers played banged up. Pat Mahomes played banged up in the Super Bowl and still beat us. So stop sweating my man about having a little bruise. He's gonna be a little banged up, but he's a warrior. He's a warrior.
Yeah, I have to echo your sentiment about Gainwell and why they featured him so much. How Sway? How was he the featured back in the day of game when we already know who our featured back is? I thought that question was resolved a long time ago, but they seem to have brain farts, and this is what worries me. I'm going to stay focused on the happiness, but this is what that worries me about this team moving forward or deeper into the play, because I'm past this. You know what I mean? I know I can't count my chickens before they hatch, but, you know, we're going to the playoffs in some form or fashion, right? My biggest concern is this coaching staff and their ability to mature and make the right decisions in the biggest moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was only a game against the Washington Commanders. Why are we making such mental mistakes in playing a running back that's not our top back? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can ill afford these types of decisions when the games are bigger down the line. And we have a huge game next week. Let's not smooth past this or you know, we play the Dallas Cowboys next week. A part of our mission is to be the top seed in the NFC conference. And that is going to require us to be the top team in the NFC East. So this is a big division game next week, and we can ill afford to have those type of mental brain farts next week against the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm so right. Listen, I'm gonna say this one time. I'm gonna say it one more again. Gainwell, for what he could bring to the team, he should not be in there within a 10-yard line. All right, he should not be in there within a 10-yard line. All right. If we need somebody, we need a bigger back. If we don't get Henry, Leonard Fournette is available. You know, and just trade Gainwell, get Penny on the roster. We got a back on the roster. Get Rashard Penny if you want somebody bigger in those situations. You cannot allow this to continue to happen. You can't give the ball back to a team that is just whirling. They're trying to find ways to win. They're trying to get into a positive energy of the season, and we're allowing them to be good. Sam Howell is not good. He threw for damn near 400 yards. He is not that good, but we made him look that good.
Yeah, we did. And it's unfortunate we did that. Here's some comments online. Dion, this is a great statement. He says we needed to be 7-1 at least heading into this stretch of our schedule. I agree with that because this is going to be one of the toughest stretches of our schedule coming up. The next 6 games, we got Dallas Cowboys, a bye, then Kansas City, who's going to also be coming off a bye, Buffalo, 49ers, and then the Dallas Cowboys again.
But they told us it was tough. And what week 2 when we were playing Tampa Bay, every week is tough. It's
Yeah.
the NFL. What are you talking about?
Facts.
It's the NFL. Every week is tough. Any given Sunday is clearly in effect because this has been a week by week. You know what I mean?
I agree. And all we need to do is go 1-0 each week, and that's all we focus on. And thank God. I mean, I don't know if we looked ahead against the Jets or not, but we lost that game. But I think we've come out, and we have no other choice but to take the team seriously, even when they seemingly are pushovers, because they force us to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're the hunted, right? You talked about it. Everybody's giving us their best shot every week. It's no days off for us. There's no weeks off. There's no games off for us. Rent is due every week, and every game, even if they come out and think that it's going to be a walk in the park, they are quickly reminded in that first quarter when that other team comes out with the intensity that they come out with, because they come out with an intensity to try to knock off the NFC champs every week. So kudos to Nick Sirianni and them for being 7-1. They have some things to clean up, but I want to take my hat off to them for being 7-1 at this point in the season, following a year where we lost the Super Bowl. This is unheard of. They said teams that lose the Super Bowl not only don't go back to the Super Bowl, but they're not as successful throughout the regular season. And here we are, almost through the halfway point, and we're 7-1. So hats off to Nick Sirianni and the rest of the coaching crew. But there are still some things that we need to clean up, no doubt about it. There are still some things we need.
Yo, this is crazy, man. I don't know what to say. I need to look at this game a little bit further.
Yeah, that was. That'll be the last.
It's all
the only highlight that you guys have for the year.
Listen, it's all good. I give it to you guys. I'm sitting there to disrespect you. I give it to you guys. There's only been one undefeated Super Bowl champion ever, right? Every other team has lost somewhere somehow to some team.
Yeah.
Just has a tremendous defense.
They
should.
A lot of credit for being a
but that's
part
it.
Of our story. PD family, get ready to leave. All right. PD for life, baby. Thank you for coming out. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. So, you know,
man,
we had a Jets fan we had to deal with right there.
Did you tell them that we just won?
Oh, y'all won? Y'all won today?
Y'all won today?
I heard.
Oh, field goal? Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Oh, they won in overtime. All right.
Unbelievable.
Go Jets.
Go Jets. Jets.
Yeah, I hope we see y'all in the Super Bowl with Zach Wilson. No seriously, start night. I mean, I can't wait to go back and look at this game. I know I'm gonna blow a couple of blood vessels. No, we did not. We have.
Sorry, the Commanders.
Yes, we have. The commies. Yes, we beat them. Yes.
Who we got next?
The Cowgirls.
Cowgirls.
The Cowgirls.
And they just beat up on the Rams.
Of course. I mean, it's the Rams. Let's be honest. The Rams gave up. They sold their soul to win the Super Bowl championship, and now they're gonna be in the doghouse for the next 15 and 20 years.
Right.
And so, I mean, I'd rather take a team that's building than a team that's selling everything.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like to go back and look at this game and look at this defensive coverage and look at what the side has done with this defense, it does not resemble anything it was last week. Nothing last week. But big shout out to AJ Brown, man. He is a difference maker at every facet of the game. Devontae too. Like they are difference makers at every facet of the game. Julio Jones with a touchdown. And Dallas Goedert, even though he didn't get his touches today, he had some tremendous blocks, especially that block on the last touchdown that we scored. I'm looking forward to this offense doing some good numbers next week.
You know what? This offense reminds me of last year's defense. Really, like I think somebody brought it up in comments before, but like I think that the talent on this offense is more than the talent that the offensive coordinator has. Like he's definitely the beneficiary of having a very talented unit.
Yeah.
Because his play calling has been suspect at times, but yet the talent on this offense is such that they're scoring anyway. They're going to score. Even with this BS play calling he called at the time, they still can score a lot.
Do you think the greenness of our coordinators and the talent of our roster is what's keeping them from getting into real trouble?
Yep, I do.
To be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way you have this talent and you dialing up anyway.
Right.
I think after today, people may not see much in the field after that tweet, after today. Like,
He shouldn't. Literally, he shouldn't. All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you. Gainwell doesn't really bring much to the offense. He's a guy you can put out in the slot and throw the ball to him and stuff like that because he has the ability to do that because he was initially a slot receiver. But going forward, we need somebody with a little bit more heart that can hold on to the ball. That's not going to come up little in these big spots.
Yeah, we definitely do. And so this talent on this team, right? Getting back to the Michelle's point, the talent on this team is definitely at a level where we can secure something, right? And so it brings me back to what I said earlier. It's the coaching that I'm only worried about the coaching.
And the students.
That's it. Like if we could, and I hate to say this after a win and all that, and after just giving Sirianni credit, but like if we had a more experienced, like if Big Red was here,
Oh man.
oh,
Crap.
it's a Rizat. If Big Red was here, it'd be a Rizat. So that's the only weakness I really see is the coaching staff as they grow into their roles. Hopefully that this regular season will be enough of a classroom for them to be ready when the bright lights are shining in the playoffs.
And for the coaches, I don't blame it as if they don't have the football IQ. They don't have the in-game experience enough repetition of being able to make adjustments and know when the defense is giving you, what they're not giving you, of knowing when to leave that zone and play man. They just haven't had enough of that under this regime. I'm hoping by the end of the season they can start getting quickly before we get into the playoffs. But I think as time passes, I think Sirianni has gotten better. But now he's starting off with two defensive and offensive coordinators.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't even think they're going to hit their stride until it's time to go to the playoffs. To be honest with you, because they're still learning on the job. Clearly.
Man, I could go down this rabbit hole like no other, right? You look at the two coordinators that we lost and where they went. And I get it. It takes a while to get, but what success are they having with their teams, right?
Yeah.
Because they were the beneficiaries of coaching very talented units here. Yeah, you can look like a head coach when your quarterback is the MVP candidate, when your wide receivers are both of them to be number ones, when your running back is the top running back in the league. You can look like a head coach. You can look like a head coach when your defense has the third most sacks in the history of the game, despite your passive play calling on defense. You can look like that. You can look like a head coach. But when you take them and put them with ordinary talent, it doesn't look. They don't look that great right now, right?
This comment that's on the screen, I literally talked about that.
Yeah.
It somehow, some reason, I don't know what's going on in Nakobe Dean, but Nicholas Morrow is definitely outplaying him. That combination of Morrow and Cunningham is outplaying Dean and Cunningham, and I think we need to, really understand that and keep the winning team on the field. It's something with Morrow who has his play with more instinctual than Dean is. All right, Cunningham is free flowing to the ball, but Morrow is getting into the zones. He's getting into jamming the receivers when they come across the line of scrimmage like a linebacker should, and therefore, it's hard for me to say, but I think Morrow needs to get more playing time than Dean. Period.
I agree with that. This was a situation we questioned when he first came back. We talked about it, right? Should he be inserted right back into the starting lineup? I know you're not supposed to lose your starting spot to an injury, but I was upset. I didn't want to rock the chemistry and rock the boat because Morrow was doing so good, right? And we took the chance to put Dean back in there. But after 2 games, or it hasn't been 3 games, I don't know.
It's been 2 games.
Seeing him, this is plain as day that Morrow is the better playing linebacker at this moment.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up on Dean. Dean may develop into that guy, but right now, Morrow is that guy right now. So I think we need to play the best 11 players on the field at a time. And he seems to be better than Dean right now. So give him the nod. He did wonders when he was inserted into the lineup on the coverage. The pass across the middle kind of stopped.
It did for a minute. And the crazy thing about it, don't be surprised if we go get a corner or we go get another linebacker before the trade deadline on Tuesday, because we need something to fill that middle of the field. And those guys playing. It's something to be said when you have a linebacker that has the size to play that middle of the field. Because you take a lot of things off. We talked about this in the pregame, right? Where you have a corner when you have a cornerback that's 6 foot, right? 6 foot or 6'3", you take the line of sight. Now, when you have a linebacker that's that same height, you take the line of sight from the middle of the field. We don't have that yet. We don't have that in the middle of the field. So the middle of the field is going to be open. It's all going to be open. We don't have a linebacker that's 6'2", 6'3", taking the line of sight from the quarterback in the middle of the field. The middle field is always going to be open because I'm going to cherry pick over you. I got a tight end at 6'5". I can see clear as day. I could be 5'11". I can see clear as day in the middle of the field. Who do you think I'm going to? My tight end. It makes sense, right? We are. Woohoo! So we gotta get better at it.
All right. Well, what wasn't weak across the middle of the field was Julio Jones in that touchdown.
Oh man!
He came up big in the red zone, and we talked about him possibly being a red zone target when they brought him in. But honestly, I'm not going to run away from my statement when he came. I was saying that I didn't hope we didn't see Julio Field, right? I mean Julio Jones, because I think we have such dynamic receivers in Goddard, Devontae, AJ.
Quez.
I didn't want targets to be taken away from them. By Julio Jones. But to see Julio Jones come up with that big catch, I have a new respect for him being on the team and how he can be utilized in the red zone. That was a perfect example of how he could be utilized in the red zone. So I don't have a problem seeing more of him, especially in the red zone. I don't have a problem.
They call it AJ Brown Mega John.
So yeah, I do believe that AJ Brown, Julio Jones, Devontae Smith. That's a very formidable receiving core. Then you throw in Dallas Goedert and Swift out there. You should be scoring over 35 points per game. You should. Like your offense should put up 35 points per game. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. At the end of the day, damn, Jason Peters still playing? Oh man, Jason Peters still playing. But at the end of the day, we gotta be better on defense. We really gotta be better on defense. Shout out to Hassan Reddick. I call him the closer, man, because he know how to end games.
That was incredible by the defense. Blankenship with an interception in the fourth quarter. Hassan Reddick with a strip sack for fourth down in the fourth quarter and helped us salt the game away. Big ups to that defensive unit again. Coming up huge, man. The talent on this team, man. And you can't get away from the fact that Howie did a great job. I say it all the time of constructing a very solid roster here. So our Philadelphia Eagles, we're going to get out of here, man. These guys allowed us to come into their home, Miller's L House. Actually, not their home. It's our home now. We're home. When we come to Miller's L House, we're home. So we thank Miller's L House for having us again. We have an open invitation to be here whenever we want to. So we'll pop in a couple times more before this year is over. I'm your man. Well, can we do another shot on the way out? Oh, no, yeah. Nah, all right.
Nah, I'm good. I'm doing another shot.
We're going to let it rock. All right. So thank you, Miller's L House. Thank you guys online for following and staying loyal to Eagles Talk, man. We're going to talk about this game on Thursday on Upon Further Review, where we go over the Eagles' previous week's game. So we will see you guys then. I'm your man, Dark Knight, for my co-host, Michelle, Pat. We're out. Play the song.
We go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool. Quarterback crack, yo, sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up.